I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your shit together, man. That's it, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit women, man.
Misdemeanor domestic violence battery. He left through the normal inmate release door, but what was unusual were the 3 corrections officers escorting him, one of them guiding him by the arm as reporters were kept at bay.
This is the biggest fight in the world. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Everybody wants to see this. Casuals, non-casuals, boxing fans, like everybody wants to see this fight.
He came out today, but
yeah, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Listen, I don't care who you are, how much world titles you got. You can shove your world titles up your ass. You won't lay a hand on a woman. You lay a finger on a woman.
Listen, I don't have nothing to say about Tank. I keep telling everybody the boy needs therapy. Whatever goes on, he needs to get him. Anybody I love him to get the man some help. I don't got nothing bad said about him because every time I say something, everybody want to come attacking me.
Oscar De La Hoya didn't hold back when asked about the latest arrest of WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis. The former boxing great, now a well-known promoter, called Davis a criminal and expressed deep disappointment in someone he once considered one of his favorite fighters. De La Hoya made it clear that no amount of talent should excuse such behavior, urging Davis to get his act together and reminding everyone that hitting a woman is never acceptable, no matter who you are.
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just get your shit together, man. That's it, basically. Get your shit. You don't hit women, man.
Davis was taken into custody on July 11th in Miami, Florida, following an incident that occurred on June 15th, Father's Day. The 30-year-old boxer is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend outside her home. She is also the mother of 2 of his children. In addition to these incidents, Davis also served jail time, 44 days in 2023, after violating a house arrest order connected to a 2020 hit-and-run case in Baltimore.
Arrested right here in South Florida, Gervonta Davis is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in Doral.
And this is not the first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live outside of the jail in West Miami-Dade.
And I know you have some details on this latest arrest for the boxer, Roy.
Christy and Alexis, the charge he is facing is battery with domestic violence. And you mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children. That, according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face.
Davis was released after posting a $10,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in court on July 29th. This recent arrest marks his 3rd related to domestic violence. He had previously been arrested in 2020 and 2022 for similar charges.
It's about the high-profile release of a boxing superstar.
This video shows Gervonta Davis getting a heavy escort before bonding out of jail. Now, some are asking, was this special treatment? Local 10's Leanne Motorhong is outside the jail in West Miami-Dade with much more.
I've been at Local 10 for 15 years, and I don't remember another escort like this one, except for one. A bondsman I spoke to said this type of escort by corrections is not common. Boxer Gervonta Davis bonded out of jail on Friday, charged with misdemeanor domestic violence battery. He left through the normal inmate release door, but what was unusual were the 3 corrections officers escorting him, one of them guiding him by the arm as reporters were kept at bay.
This new legal situation puts his career and upcoming fights into serious doubt. The highly anticipated rematch against Lamont Roach Jr., originally scheduled for August 16th, is now uncertain. Although Roach initially claimed the fight was still on track, developments behind the scenes suggest otherwise. Reports indicate that Davis had stopped training for about 3 weeks after the June 15th incident, well before his arrest. That alone has caused concern about his readiness to return to the ring. While headlines swirl about Gervonta Tank Davis's recent arrest, Lamont Roach Jr. isn't paying attention to courtroom drama. He's too busy lacing up gloves and chasing greatness. Inside a gritty local gym, sweat pours off Roach as he digs into the heavy bag with sharp, purposeful combos. The energy is focused, deliberate. Following Gervonta Tank Davis's recent arrest for an alleged assault incident, Lamont Roach Jr. took to X to share his reaction. He also criticized Davis, without naming him directly, for engaging in actions that could jeopardize their long-anticipated rematch, which was expected to take place in August. Roach's tweet was accompanied by a video clip of Davis participating in a Twitter X broadcast, Spaces, in which Davis gave his side of the story behind the controversial assault allegations.
She locked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even, you know what I mean, take that. You know what I mean? She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment and have my kids and nothing to come visit me and things like that. I just want to spread light in this situation because
Sources also confirmed that Premier Boxing Champions, PBC, was already considering alternate dates for the rematch even before the arrest occurred. The rematch is now being eyed for either August 23rd or August 30th, though nothing has been finalized. The caption reads as, "The Gervonta Davis vs. Lamont Roach rematch has reportedly been pushed back by 1 to 2 weeks, with August 23rd or August 30th now targeted as the new dates in Las Vegas." However, the delay could potentially extend even further. As the future of Davis vs. Roach 2 hangs in the balance, Roach himself is looking at other possibilities. He recently showed interest in facing WBC lightweight champion Shakur Stevenson, who is riding high after a dominant win over William Zepeda. Stevenson and Roach both bring high-level technical skill to the ring, and many fans see their potential bout as a highly compelling one. Stevenson has been open to the idea, expressing respect for Roach's abilities and seeing the matchup as a showcase of elite skill sets in the lightweight class. Roach retweeted Stevenson's post on social media. Stylistically, it could be a fascinating showdown. Still, the most talked about fight in the lightweight division remains a possible showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Stevenson believes it's the biggest fight that can be made in boxing today. He spoke candidly about how much this matchup would mean, not just for the fighters involved, but for the sport as a whole. He said Davis knows deep down that Stevenson is the biggest threat to his dominance.
He knew exactly. Deep down inside, he could sit here and say, I'm not this, I'm not a good fighter, I'm not that, but deep down inside, he knows that I'm the truth.
Right.
So with him knowing that, he knows that I'm the biggest threat around where he's at.
Do you see he gets very upset when people ask him about you?
Yeah, I think that's insecurity though.
Outdoor stadium?
Biggest stadium in New York.
MetLife is probably the biggest, where the Giants and Jets play.
That's what we gotta fight.
Yo, that would be sick.
That's what we gotta fight.
Or Yankee Stadium.
Yankees, whatever's the biggest stadium.
So bigger than MSG, huh?
Yes. That's what we gotta fight.
So prestigious.
It's prestigious, but like...
You need more people.
This is the biggest fight in the world. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Everybody wants to see this. Casuals, non-casuals, boxing fans, like... Everybody wants to see this fight.
But despite the hype, Stevenson also stressed the importance of professionalism and maturity. He believes that personal differences should be put aside and that both camps should make an effort to actually get the fight signed. He expressed a desire to have a direct and honest conversation with Davis to move things forward and acknowledge that egos sometimes get in the way of business.
I think the main step is one of us gotta find a way to reach out and try to get the fight to happen. It can't be no little kid shit. It can't be no back and forth, go back and forth. We gotta be grown men and get the fight done. Like, that's how I feel. I would love to talk to him and have a real conversation and make this fight happen. But, you know, some guys be kind of egotistic, so I don't know where his ego is at.
When's the last time you spoke to him privately?
I mean, Bro just like he crazy. Like he'll DM me some crazy shit and then
Like what?
I don't even want to say
like smack talk.
Yeah, he talk crazy. Me and him got like DMs of just going back and forth all the time. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the backlash to Davis's legal issues has been intense. British boxer Conor Benn didn't mince words when addressing the situation. He criticized Davis harshly, saying that no number of world titles can excuse his action. For Benn, laying a hand on a woman is completely unacceptable, and he believes Davis should be banned from boxing and face serious legal consequences.
He came out today about... Yeah, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Listen, I don't care who you are, how much world titles you got. You can shove your world titles up your ass. You lay a hand on a woman. You lay a finger on a woman. You deserve to be incarcerated. You deserve to never be able to fight again and banged up for life. That's my views on it. I've got 4 sisters.
Ben emphasized that he has no interest in ever sharing the ring with someone who has been repeatedly accused of such behavior. He went so far as to call Davis a scumbag, stating that anyone who puts their hands on a woman should be locked up for good. Ben's views were rooted in personal emotion, referencing his own sisters and daughter as reasons why this issue hits home for him.
I've got a little daughter myself. Anyone put my hands on them, they're dead men. You know, so it's...
You see a situation where you and Tank share the ring though?
I ain't sharing no ring with him. He's a scumbag. What do you mean? You know, putting your hands on a woman. Not once. I think it's his 20th arrest. You know, so less to the free Tank and more of the lock him up for good. I don't condone it at all. It's I don't even know how it comes into your head. You know, when you're a trained fighter as well, let alone a normal man. But when you're a trained fighter as well, so what are you doing, mate? To even think about it. Let alone, you know, get charged for it. It's embarrassing, and they don't shed a good light on fighters, man.
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins also shared his thoughts on the situation surrounding Gervonta "Tank" Davis's arrest. Speaking candidly, Hopkins said it was unfortunate to hear the news, emphasizing that he does not condone domestic violence in any form. However, he also expressed hope that Davis is able to move past the situation and clear his name. Hopkins offered a message of support and advice, urging Davis to stay positive and prioritize his personal life.
Unfortunately, man, I hope he come out. You know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic violence thing, man, but I hope that, you know, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his girl, ex-girl, his kid's mother, you know what I mean, can get things together and look forward and be positive going forward.
Meanwhile, as Roach has expressed interest in facing Shakur Stevenson, the former undisputed champion has also shown openness to the idea. Stevenson sees a potential matchup with Roach as a natural fit, noting that their styles complement each other well. He recognizes Roach as one of the most skilled fighters in the lightweight division and believes their clash could result in a highly entertaining and competitive fight.
Once again, I think Lamont Roach is a tremendous fighter. So if I could go fight Lamont Roach in a big fight in front of the world and 2 of us go in there and display our skills, I'm cool with that. I'm content with that. So it wouldn't bother me or nothing like that.
Claressa Shields, one of boxing's biggest female stars, also weighed in but chose not to attack Davis personally. Instead, she emphasized that he needs mental health support. Shields said that every time she speaks honestly about Davis, she gets backlash, but she's sticking to what she believes is true, that Davis needs therapy and that those around him should prioritize helping him over judging him. She didn't want to say anything negative about him, but she was clear in her belief that professional help is essential.
Listen, I don't have nothing to say about Tank. I keep telling everybody the boy needs therapy. Whatever goes on, he needs to get him. Anybody that loves him, get the man some help. I don't got nothing bad said about him because every time I say something, everybody want to come attacking me. Where I'm just being real. Y'all see the stuff he going through. He had a close fight with Roach, all the other stuff. Don't ask me nothing about Tank because every time I say something, everybody, oh, are you a hater of Tank? I got more belts and more gold medals than Tank. I'm not a hater of Tank. I just see that me being a black woman and being at top of the game up in my sport, we all need therapy. We all need help. So if you love the man, get the man some help. That's it. Just give him some help.
Even Terrence Crawford, who's had a rocky relationship with Davis, refrained from making any inflammatory comments. While he has not hidden his dislike for Davis in the past, Crawford kept it brief and mature. He simply stated that Davis's personal issues are his own and that he's focused on his own career. He didn't want to get involved or add fuel to the fire, choosing to stay in his own lane rather than take shots during a difficult moment for Davis.
Man, I don't know what's going on with him and his personal life. You know, that's on him. You know, I'm minding the business that pays me. That's my business.
All of this paints a complicated picture. On one hand, Davis is undeniably one of the sport's most electrifying talents. His fights draw massive attention, and many still hope to see him in marquee matchups against the likes of Stevenson. But the repeated run-ins with the law, especially surrounding domestic violence, are damaging both his reputation and career prospects. Promoters, fellow fighters, and fans are split on how to respond. Some believe he should be punished harshly and perhaps even banned. Others think he needs guidance and therapy more than condemnation.
Man, he just had to, shit, I mean, you have to hold his head up right now. Man, he got to keep focused. It's tough when you are dealing with, you know, other people that you're in relationships with that you have to see because of a child. So, I mean, it's a tough situation for him now. Like I say, it's a tough situation for him. I mean, I guess that's all I can say right now, man. I'm just telling him just hold his head. And, you know, hopefully it's a learning lesson for him. We can move forward and try to do better, and try to be better.
As the court date nears, and with the Roach rematch likely getting pushed, Davis's next steps, both inside and outside the ring, are being closely watched. His legal troubles could very well derail his boxing career if he's convicted or continues to show signs of instability. Even if he's not found guilty, the public scrutiny and media pressure aren't going away anytime soon.
Domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside his Parkland home, causing injuries to her face. In 2020, he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While Davis is known for his fight in the ring, it is his fight with the law that he is facing off with once again. And Davis is expected to face a judge at some point today, likely this afternoon. We will be there for that and let you know what the judge decides. For now in West Miami-Dade, Roy Ramos, Local 10 News.
While the boxing world debates and speculates, one thing is certain: Davis is at a major crossroads. His choices now will not only determine his legal fate, but also whether he can reclaim his place in boxing's elite. Until then, his opponents move on with other plans, fans grow restless, and the conversation about what consequences should come for actions outside the ring remains more relevant than ever.
I don't know about that. You know, I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. You know, I just wish him the best. You know, everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
His current legal issues have put not just his freedom, but his entire boxing legacy in question. The decisions he makes now, both in and out of the ring, will shape the next chapter of his career. Will he fight his way back into the good graces of fans and the sport, or will personal struggles overshadow the promise of greatness? In the meantime, his potential opponents, like Lamont Roach and even Shakur Stevenson, are already thinking ahead. Roach remains focused on securing big fights, with or without Davis. Stevenson too has publicly embraced the idea of a matchup with Roach, making it clear the division won't wait for Tank to sort out his troubles. As fans grow increasingly impatient, the larger conversation continues. How should the sport of boxing handle legal controversies involving its biggest names? Can star power excuse off-the-ring behavior, or is it time for accountability at every level? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update on this developing story. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Davis still be allowed to fight while facing legal issues? And who should Roach face next, Tank or Stevenson? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next round.